Idly ho there. I'm doing a quick video response thing to something I saw on somebody shared it on the brigade. The name of the show is under the name of sameøldji. I may have mispronounced that, and if I did, I am sorry for butchering your name. I'm mea culpa. But I saw the video, and it was thought-provoking, and I thought I'd do a response. He was commenting on what he called the dark side of the hobby. That there was a lot of games that don't actually turn into games. That the potential gaming doesn't occur. People would have a certain amount of lonely fun in just buying the games and reading the games, but never actually running them. And while I think that is an interesting point of view, and not without some merit, I am going to disagree with him on this point. It's okay to not have every single potential game played. It is okay to buy a game just to read it, to internalize it, to have the ideas of that game become part of your mental landscape. That is not a sad thing. I think the implication of what his point is that if something could potentially happen and it doesn't, then it is a waste and sad. I could potentially take up mountain climbing. The fact that I don't take up mountain climbing, despite the fact that I have that potential, is an inherently sad reality. I'm not certain I get on board with that. There have been plenty of authors who had book ideas that they never wrote. And then they have book ideas that they did write. It's not sad that they never got around to writing the other one. What they do is the thing that is a generator of happiness for them, or not. But there's a basic value judgment that somehow, if you're not doing it, and you could, then you are wasting it. And I don't think that's fair. I think that gaming is often a social activity. Getting involved with a game is nice and fun, and if you can, that's great. But your life is not suddenly lesser because you don't. Your life is not somehow wasted because you picked up a game and read it and liked it but didn't run it. That is not an inherent sadness. And that's the issue I take with his video on this. I think there is something to be said for, it's stretching yourself to do more if you feel like doing more. But the other side of that particular thing, and the side that I'm sort of objecting to, is saying that it is a dark side to our hobby, a sadness, that you don't necessarily feel like stretching yourself. I played Wraith. I got to play test it before it came out. I knew some of the people involved with making it. It was a compelling game, an interesting game, and I did not play it very often. Did I incorporate some of the things that were found in the game into other games? Yes. Do I think it is worth investigating and reading even if you don't run it? Yes. Just because the potential exists to run a game or to game more often doesn't mean that you are somehow taking away something by not doing those things. And that's where I have an issue with the video that he posted. The implication of what he was saying is you are somehow lesser or sadder or wasting by having the interest in a game but not doing anything with it. I have an interest in particle physics. I never got around to learning enough math to be good at particle physics. I find it interesting, but I'm not doing anything with that. That doesn't make it sad. Much the same way, there are plenty of games I'm interested in, that I've read, that I've enjoyed. Some I've run, some I haven't. It doesn't make my life sadder for having read the ones that I didn't run. Nor is my life any sadder because I never could find somebody who'd be interested in the game that would be interested in running. Okay. My happiness at running a game is nice, but I'm just as happy running some other game, and I can take the lessons of reading those games into that other game. Or not. Sometimes I just enjoy reading them. I used to love this game called Heavy Gear. Never ran it, never played it. Came close a couple of times, but the reason I enjoyed reading it was the world was really compelling. I don't do anything with it. I just thought the world was interesting. I'm not sadder because I don't run it. Oh. Anyway, his video got me thinking about the subject, and there are some elements that he does make that are, I think are accurate, that we do end up buying a lot that we don't run. But I disagree with his takeaway from that, which is that there's something sad about that. I have a collection of games, a number of which I've never played, and I don't think that's sad. I think my gaming life is richer for it. I enjoy what I have gotten from those games. And I don't think that there's something wrong with the hobby that there is that situation. I think there's something actually kind of glorious about the fact that the hobby is so large and so broad that we can have so many games that you don't have time to run them all. Just my thoughts. You should go check out the original video. I will link it in the, as they say, the doobly-doo below. And, tell me what you think. Like I said, I thought his video was very thoughtful, and I do agree with some of the things he says. So go check him out. And stay out of trouble. And subscribe, and like, and share, and do all the usual things. Maybe check out the Patreon if you can. It's cool. Well, if you can't, we're cool. We're all cool here. How are you?